Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Total NASL channel. I am in Indy with Michael Carney alongside on our chat here. Jordan Colt, also in Indianapolis, but not on the same couch, of course.
Not on the couch. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the couch, but in a different location, if you get what I mean. So how are you tonight, Jordan?
Dude, I'm good. I'm just excited. We had a great atmosphere at the Indy 11 game last weekend, and this one is going to be really, really good. Great weather. It's always good against Cosmos, so glad you're here, buddy.
Yeah, talking about the weather, like I was wearing pants, jackets in New York, and then come here, I pack all shorts. So hopefully the weather doesn't go downfall and be like, I didn't pack a jacket, I didn't pack pants. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's going to be good. I think you're going to be fine. I think you'll enjoy it.
It's interesting we bring up the weather and how good attendance was for Indy 11 last week, because I know a lot of teams last week were complaining that low attendance because of the weather, and that's not an excuse for Indy or Indy 11 supporters here. So hopefully there was 9,100 last game, so hopefully there's close to 10,000 this game against since it's going to be in the 70s.
And on note, like seriously, just like league wide, it's nice. I mean, we had like I think it was like over 25,000, total last week. So that was better. That opening week scared me a little bit. Some of the team stadiums looked really, really empty, but that was better last week.
And talking about the clubs that may be empty, what do you think those clubs should maybe do to get more people through the gates?
Yeah, not what Miami did. I would say that right off. I don't know what that's just. It was discouraging to me to kind of see them, for people who don't know what I'm talking about, with the marketing ploy with the babes and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like they were really reaching, Yeah. So something different, But you know what? To them though, because I think they had a great crowd, and Indy 11 has been on top as far as attendance goes for 2 years now, with pretty lackluster teams and results, unfortunately. So it's good to see somebody else getting into that game of getting high attendance numbers. Weren't they over like 10,000? They were. And
yeah.
There was 10. So hopefully.
Yeah, there was 10,000.
Sorry, Mike. Yep, I have a delay.
There was 10,000 for the game, but since they played in a football stadium, it seemed full, but there was also a lot of empty seats there as well. So,
yeah. But no, man, just reach out to your community. I mean, Mike knows this. To answer your question, John, what should clubs be doing? I mean, you get really into what does your community like. You tailor events that, evolve out of that and revolve around those things that the community likes. NASL is good at reaching out to millennials. So obviously do as much of that as you can, but just make your community feel a part of it. I know that's what we felt here in Indianapolis since day one, really, and that'll drive attendance.
Yeah, so that's good talking about Indy Cosmos, always a draw. Last year and the past couple of seasons, always a draw. And hopefully it's not a draw. We want to see it. Hopefully on the Cosmos end, because I traveled all the way. But Jordan, I want to get your thoughts going into tomorrow night's matchup.
Yeah. So I really had to kind of stamp down the desires of my heart on this one because, as you guys know from seeing the Cosmos' first few games, they're on an offensive powerhouse right now, and which has got to make you happy, John. But Indy has been struggling on the offensive side of the ball, and it hasn't just been the offense for the Cosmos, because they've posted 2 sheets. So I'm concerned that we're not quite there yet as a team, the Indy 11. Can we score on the Cosmos? They've posted the clean sheets, and we've struggled even to just get 1 goal. So right now, my prediction, Cosmos are going to win 1-0.
Yes, if I get the 3 points, undefeated so far in the spring season, and I really want the Cosmos to go on to win the spring undefeated. And yeah, Mike, I know you're not very optimistic for that one.
No, I'm going for another draw. I'm going to go 2-2. So there's just something that it doesn't matter what team Indy 11 puts out there or what team the Cosmos put out there. For some reason, they match up well, or at least they have in the past, and they always seem to figure out a way to draw one another, whether that means one team dominates the first half and the other team dominates the second, or both teams are 100% no mistakes, but yet they made the one small mistake, and that's what ended up causing a goal for both teams. So I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw on this one.
You talk about domination of the match. We saw it last week. The New York Cosmos, they didn't really take hold of the match until the second half. And the Armada last week against the Cosmos had a chance to capitalize on some chances that they had. So maybe tomorrow night, Indy 11 just need that first half to go good for them, maybe score a goal or just have a great defensive performance as well to sort of keep them in the game come the second half. So they can at least get a point or maybe 3 points.
Indy 11 dominated that first 20 minutes against Ottawa, and they had I don't know how many opportunities, but if they would have put one away, then I think that would have changed the whole dynamic of the game. But they just couldn't put anything away. They came close several times. They just couldn't find the back of the net. And that as time went on, they just opened the door for the Fury, and they ended up getting really, I think, a sucker punch really there as a goal, and then Indy 11 had to fight and crawl back into the game. So, but they were able to level at 1-1. But yeah, I think if Indy 11 comes out strong in that first half, and then again in that second half, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, so I'm going with the 2-0 Cosmos victory. Of course, I don't see any other way. If I'm being honest with everyone out there, all the Indy 11 supporters, I love you guys. I love downtown Indy, but I don't see Indy 11 at least even getting a point out of this game. Please, God, not another draw, please. I don't want to see it. It could be because both teams are very great clubs. It's great when they play against each other, but a draw and it keeps going on. It gets very boring.
Yeah. So Jordan, I did have a question for you. Yeah. Indy 11 has had an unchanged starting lineup the first two games. Do you see that continuing this week? Obviously, I know Sinisha Ubi-Parapovic will be out, so there will be one change, but there will be dramatic change this game.
Yeah, aside from that, I'm hoping, I don't know this, I don't know any sources, anything like that, but I'm hoping to see Jair start over Justin Braun. I'd really like to see that, and I think that Jair he's just a more natural winger than Justin Braun is, and the way that he plays down the side is beautiful, and seems very, very focused on getting those crosses in and getting deep down the field, down the side, and that adds something new. So every time he gets on, I think we feel that, and I'd like to see him start.
It's interesting you said that, because I know in the my post-game review on Total NASL, I did say that when he came into the game, Indy 11 had 6 shots on goal after he came into the game.
That's right. I remember you saying that. Yep.
The most that they had all game. So, I mean, he was a game changer.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, wine and cheese night, guys. Make sure you head out there to IUPUI. It's going to be a great matchup. Great weather as well, right, Mike?
Yep.
Are we anticipating a great atmosphere, a great attendance for tomorrow night? I know you don't have any inside sources. No one does,
right?
Because they don't provide us with that. Or if they do, email at Total NASL1@gmail.com, right?
Well, we're not anticipating a good atmosphere. We know it's going to already be a great atmosphere.
Why? Because the Cosmos supporters are
I wouldn't say that. Brickyard Battalion and the East End always know how to party. So,
but isn't there a bit of banter between BYB and the East End?
It's a friendly relationship.
Look at me and Mike. I mean, we have no hard feelings with each other. There's nothing going on there. We love each other.
Sometimes when the sun comes out our eyes, we get a little delusional, but we're okay over in the East End.
So, I've never been to a match. I'm very excited. Tomorrow night, 7:30. 7:30, right?
Yep, 7:30.
7:30. See everyone there.
Yep.
And any last words, guys?
It's going to be fun.
Go ahead, Mike.
It'll be interesting to see how both teams line up, but for some reason, I just feel like history's going to repeat itself. But either way, everybody's going to have fun.
You think so?
Yep.
What should be the highlight? Like, if a Cosmos fan is going to this matchup, driving in a van so many hours, what should they be looking forward to come Saturday night?
Jordan, you want to take this one?
Sure. Yeah. Look forward to the atmosphere, honestly. There's a bit of a we want to knock them off of their pedestal mentality when we play the Cosmos. And like you guys have said, that hasn't happened yet. I'm with John. One way or the other, I think that the endless draw will be broken tomorrow night. And that's going to be a great story. So look forward to that. Look forward to the endless draw, that being broken. The other thing I would say is this, just like tactically, see what happens with Ubi Parpovic out of the game. That's going to be interesting to watch and kind of see how we change that. I think they'll keep the same formation, the 4-2-3-1. And Hankinson recently said that the reason that hasn't been working for the Indy 11 is because we haven't held possession. And that could be true because we have only had like 42% possession over the last 2 games. So if they'll change that somehow, if we surprise the Cosmos with that early goal, like you guys were talking about just a little bit ago, then I don't know what could happen because the atmosphere is rocking in there. It's going to be great, and that can really drive a team.
Yeah. Mike, do you think the BYB is going to be a bit louder than the 5 points coming up, or do you think the 5 points Cosmos supporters are going to be louder than BYB?
I've never been to an away game, so I don't know. Or there's not too many opposing fans that come to Indy, but I would bet that the BYB is the loudest in the NASL and maybe even North America. To be honest with you, I mean they're loud and strong over on the west side of the stadium.
But when you have a group of away supporters coming, they want to be loud and be sort of aggressive. They want to make sure you hear them, the players hear them. And that's why, because we saw in the final, we heard the Fury supporters as well. I don't have a correct number of how many people they brought, but it was a nice crowd on their end. So we will talk to everyone out there next week on Total NASL TV. Enjoy the match. You can follow us on Twitter at Total NASL. Comment below, what are you excited to see Indy near Cosmos? It's going to be a great match, and see you guys soon.